Hey there, party poopers. Stop taking such a long dump. I was in the same boat, but I've taken a better approach now, and I'm here to help you. I'm here to provide a guideline or a timeline for your poop taking journey. At the 2-minute mark, if you haven't made any progress, I'm going to remind you to try again later. If you are making progress, I will tell you to stop at the 5-minute mark. At the same time, I will share some of my opinions about the world, tell you what's going on in the world, and hopefully educate or entertain you. So today is January 26th, and President Trump has been in office for a little more than 6 days if you count, so almost 7 days if you count, 7 full days if you count the first day. And he's continuing to sign executive orders. Some of them involve imposing tariffs on countries such as Canada, Mexico, China, and even Colombia. He's also trying to get rid of birthright citizenship, but a federal court has struck that down as being unconstitutional since it's protected by the 14th Amendment. So he's still continuing to be very active, and I know it is extremely difficult, but at this time I ask all of us to put aside our differences and try to just be good to one another. Try to come together as a nation. We have more in common than you know. Speaking of equality, what is DEI exactly? Trump has been trying to get rid of DEI. What is it? So basically, there are two schools of thought: DEI versus merit-based. And on that note, I think we've hit the 2-minute mark. So if you haven't made any progress, friendly reminder to perhaps take a precautionary wipe and get up, move on with your day, pause this video, rewatch it later, whatever you want. If you are making progress, let's continue. So what is DEI? DEI stands for diversity, equality, and inclusion. It's the idea that when we hire someone with that's diverse, with different skin color, different social economic background, whatever that may be, that it has value. It brings value because we're all different people. We all share different views. We have different ideas, different thoughts. And if we collaborate together, that makes the world a better place. So that is basically, in essence, DEI. However, merit-based is where we don't consider skin color, socioeconomic background. Everything is just, we measure objectively based on objective metrics. So for example, the SATs, the college entrance scores, doesn't matter what your skin color is, what your socioeconomic background, whatever score you get, that determines whether you get into a college or not. That score alone. So I would say there are definitely pros and cons to both ideologies. For example, if I was flying on a plane, I don't want DEI to be involved at all. I want it completely to be merit-based. I want my pilot to be the best pilot. It doesn't matter skin color or whatever. I just want the best pilot because everyone's safety is at issue. So I think some things, it's a case-by-case issue. Some things DEI, it makes sense. Other things merit-based makes sense. All right. So what else is going on in the world? So Trump wants to impose tariffs, like I said earlier, on a bunch of countries, but at the same time, he wants the Fed to cut interest rates. So first of all, the Fed and the federal government are separate. The Federal Reserve, the Fed, aka the Fed, is not actually federal, like part of the federal government. So technically, Trump doesn't have any influence on the Fed, and the Fed, led by Jerome Powell, should be able to make independent decisions. However, it's not entirely clear how the president can influence the Fed. And with that said, we're at the 5-minute mark, so time to flush and wipe and move on with your day. Thank you for joining me, and take care, poop heads. Till next time.